Hey guys, this is Ian McGill coming at you again with some inspiration and motivation. Here, I wanted to shoot you this another one of these short videos, just to answer some questions there. You know, there's questions that I'm asked, and I just wanted to answer them to you. So if the question that you're going to hear here, if it's you, then just going to answer that for you. All right, so just stay tuned for some information. After this video here, you can put your number one takeaway there, or click the link and just see what we have to offer. But one of the questions that I'm asked here, particularly for the homemade business that I'm in, I'm a part of what's called the Prosperity Team Empower Network. All right, and one of the questions I'm asked, I wrote it down here. It is, who do you actually work for? Who do you actually work for in the Prosperity Team? Who do you actually, talking to me, who do you actually work for in the Prosperity Team? Who are you under? Who is over you? Well, that's a legitimate question to ask also. Well, I answered that information there, for them, and I wanted to give it to you. And one of the things I wrote down was that, first of all, there's a misunderstanding when it concerns a lot of home-based businesses. And unfortunately, there's some businesses that are really not home-based. They're just talking about literal location. But when we talk about home-based business, the actual understanding is that you are the business owner of the home-based business. So here at the Prosperity Team, I am under no one. I am my own boss, literally. There's nobody over me. Everything's based on what I do. And the misunderstanding there concerning that, it's really due to the, I guess you can look it up, the industrial age of employment, where the concept of owning your own business is now foreign to a lot of people. It's foreign. Like, it's not a lot of people's fault. It's foreign. It doesn't make any sense, when it concerns that. So it's a legitimate question that I was asked, who you under, who was actually over you. I understand it's a home-based business, but who are you actually working for? Well, I'm working for myself. Some information I wrote here is that that you understand here in the Prosperity Team that I'm on, under the Empower Network, I own everything that I sell, and I paid money for and bought everything that I promote. I own everything. I pay for what I promote. I own everything that I market. I own that. I own it. I paid money for that, so I can actually have it myself. I'm not under anybody. I am under myself. So with that thought in mind, some more things that I wrote there is that if that's the case, that means that my time is my own. So if you were in the Prosperity Team, in which you can click the link at the bottom just to go in and join with us here at the Prosperity Team, to get more information about that, you should probably just go in and click it now, if you're watching this video. But that concept there, you would own your own time. Your time is your own. That's what that would mean. My time is my own. So if the concept and understanding is that your time is your own, well, what I wrote down here, that means that, so the money is your own too. I'll say it again. I wrote it down. Your time is your own, so the money you make here is also your own, based on you. So if that's the case there, if you don't set your daily routines as the own boss, this is what I have to do here. If you don't set your own daily routines, if you don't set actions, if you don't set goals, if you don't set up the training and the education concerning that, you will not prosper in this home-based business that I'm in. You will not prosper in the Prosperity Team of the Empower Network. You will just not do it, because you are actually the boss. You yourself are. We have weekly, what we call weekly Empower calls, the Empower Hour. And there was a mentor in there, or a leader, that was talking. His name was Sam Crowley. And he said one of the things that he had to learn was that he needed to make sure to see what's going on around him and listen to other people talking to him. And he was using, the concept of ego. And he said that for him, what it stood for was etching guidance out. All right. He said, don't let your ego get in the way of your bank account. Well, you can only say that to somebody who's actually their own boss. All right. So here in the Prosperity Team, I'm my own boss. Nobody's over me. I am the one that sets up my goals, which I have, set up my action plans, which I have. I'm the one that set up the residual income that I make in this business. I'm the one that gets the training and education to actually make the amount of money as some of my leaders are making right now. One of my closest friends, he's now making, I think, like over $14,000 a month, and he's his own boss in the same industry that I'm in. All right, so per that question there, who you actually under, who's actually over you? Well, you are your own boss. All right, so go ahead and click the link at the bottom if you want to have some more information concerning that, or just go ahead and give me your number one takeaways or your comments, and I'll see you in the next video.